Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. I guess friends ain't be dropping gems. Always keep it genuine. Knowledge, power, and some funny. Every week, every Monday. Pure, real, and honest. Tap in, leave a comment. You tune in to Mattie Mondays.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mattie B, and we have made it back around another 7 days for another episode of Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. And today we're going to jump into a brief conversation about fighting fatigue. Now, once again, this is new to us, but I'm going to remind you, if you are in a position to step outside, get some fresh air, sit on the porch, sit on the patio, or take a quick walk. I recommend strongly for you to take this moment before the sun sets to get outside, get some steps in, and get some fresh air, along with myself. So I'm gonna get my steps in as we have our conversation and run this episode of Mattie Mondays. So before we get into everything else, let me get into the comments and get on this check-in and see who's in the building. Let's use our cool little feature on the side so they pop up as you drop them. We got musician Taylor's in the building saying greetings, Mattie Monday members. We got Natalia. What's up, Natalia, in the building saying good evening, everyone. We got Mama Mattie in the building saying hi, family. We got Crystal C. Sal saying happy Mattie Mondays. We got Chevy in the building saying what's good, Mattie Mondays, family and community. Yes, new week to be blessed and productive. Absolutely. We got London Elixir. What's up, London, in the building saying happy Mattie Mondays. First and foremost, thank you guys for being here. Once again, if you can, get some steps in, get some fresh air, get in motion. And we're going to get into the topic for tonight. And after our discussion, our topic, our thought share, our exchange, we're going to get into some mellow vibes. We're going to throw it back to some MattieBMusic and with friends and take the evening out. I hope that today has been a great start of the week for everyone. I hope you're feeling positive, and if not, maybe this changes your mood. So let's get into it. Hold on, I think we got Jaree in the building. What's up, Jaree? Jaree says, hey, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. All right, so once again, we're going to have a quick conversation about fighting fatigue. If you're in a position to do so, step out, get some fresh air, and get some steps in with me. All right, so like the majority of the inspiration of the topics, they come from conversations with you guys or just a reflection of the space that I'm in. And we'll get to the definition of fatigue, but to make it loud and dramatic and capturing, fatigue is just a great word that we all can agree on, that it says that we are tired, right? We're worn down. And I'm confident that a lot of us can relate to that feeling currently, maybe in some ways. But fighting fatigue, and I know personally, that's been a bit of a space that I've been in, like just fighting to get up earlier, fighting to stay in rhythm. But I found a way to catch it and still stay productive. So we're going to talk about that as well. We got some new eyes in the building. Oh, Nat saying hey to everyone. We'll make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right, so let's start. Let's just break it down. We're going to take it back to school. You know how we do. Let's start with the definition of fatigue. All right, so fatigue is a feeling of constant tiredness or a lack of energy that does not go away with rest. Once again, fatigue is a feeling of constant tiredness or lack of energy that does not go away with rest. It differs from ordinary sleepiness, right? Because it impacts daily life, making physical tasks, focus, or emotional coping very hard or harder. So I wanted to get that baseline understanding of what fatigue is. A little bit more extreme than being tired, but I feel like we all maybe hit it sometimes. And I'm just speaking for myself. This is me with no dependence. And I know it's different in you guys' lives. So fatigue might be a thing that is more frequent for you. So I just wanted to get that baseline for us. All right, so fight the fatigue. Of course, we're coming here to figure out how to combat it, how to acknowledge it, and to give ourselves some grace and some space. So fight the fatigue. Fatigue may tell you to slow down, but it doesn't get to decide when you quit. That is the point of this conversation. Once again, fatigue may tell you to slow down, but it doesn't get to decide when you quit. Take rest when you need to, reset, then get back in the fight. Your goal still needs you to show up. Once again, your goals still need you to show up. All right, so I want to take a second and pause for the cause. I'm back here live. I've got you in the building. I've got your eyes and ears. Can you guys let me know on a scale of, let's say 1 to 5, how you feel as far as rested or restfulness? 0 being fatigued, 5 being well rested. I'll start on the scale of rested, 0 being fatigued, 5 being fully rested. I would give myself a 3. So I would say I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not fully rested, um, but I'm not completely fatigued. But I have definitely been tired and sleepy, and I've found myself, and this is in the moment, in general. But I have found myself some days just being zapped. But I would say on average I'm at a 3, which is still feeling a bit sluggish consistently. Okay, that's a man. Okay, 2.5. Okay, 2 weeks ago 0, but today a 3. Okay, that's real. So you have been hitting that wall of fatigue. All right, yeah, I would say okay. All right, Drew says a 2 ish. C Styles Crystal says a 2.5. So we all kind of finding ourselves right there in the middle. Okay, thank y'all for sharing that with me. All right, so the reality is on a collective, and this is my perspective, my belief, my understanding. In a collective, a world, a universal space, things as we know, we see, have shifted in so many different ways that is causing more strain across the different industries, different systems in our world that we're all connected to in some form of fashion, even if it's not directly. Sorry, I'm checking this here, boy. But even if it's not directly, we're all being affected. So I know in this space we've continued to come back and touch base on just checking in of how we're feeling. But it is a different time. And there's so many things that are causing stress on just another level that I have observed with myself, with my friends and family. And it truly matters. Which brings us back to the conversation of just finding ourselves in a space where we are quite fatigued. All right, we got some more. Hey, Lena, thank you for being here. Welcome to Mattie Mondays. All right, when you get a moment as you've joined the conversation, let me know on the scale of 0 to 5 of rested where you fall. 0 being completely fatigued, 5 being fully rested. All right, so we have musician Taylor sharing 3.5. We got Mama Mattie sharing a 2.5. And Chevy shares a 3.5. Okay, so we're all pretty much finding ourselves in the middle range on that restedness scale. Thank you guys for your honesty. All right, so just moving into, so we got the definition of fatigue. Just a step above just being tired, right? Let's get into the types of fatigue. It could be physical, where it's like our muscles, low energy for movement. For me, it's been the physical fighting to get up on time, sleeping in a little bit later. Um, it can also appear mentally, of course, with brain fog, poor focus, memory trouble, where you really just like in a loop, in a fog. This is the best way to explain it. I definitely felt that before. And then emotional, like the mood is low, you're highly stressed and highly frustrated, and then just experiencing like sometimes a long period of anxiety will zap us and have us in a place of fatigue, whether it's coming from home life, work life, whatever, social life. All right, so why are we here? Why are we having this conversation? For me, in feeling like I've been going in and out of it and then finding myself in the middle, I had to stop, acknowledge, and respect that is how I'm feeling. Tired, physically for sure for me. Give myself room to let that be the truth without judgment, right? Figure out how I need to approach it, to change it, to improve it, and then also offer myself grace. The biggest part of the conversation tonight is not just acknowledging and all sharing where we are on that rest scale or how close we are to fatigue and tiredness, but it's really to provide a reminder that it's just as important to take time to give ourselves grace, and we speak on it often, but also to talk through ways to do that and how that can look and what that looks like. So for me, in these last like 4 or 5 days, we're fighting to get up earlier, and a part of that is I didn't have to get up super early, but fighting to even be disciplined and failing over and over again. But a part of the conversation with myself was, okay, what is it hurting this weekend or these last couple of days for you to wake up a little later? The answer was nothing. The second question to myself was, are you still being productive and getting done what you said you were going to get done? And the answer was yes, I was. I have been hitting my target. Doesn't matter if you start and fully being entrapped into everything by 9 a.m. versus 11 a.m. For me personally, no, it doesn't. So I challenge you, if you are battling a moment of fatigue, tired, not feeling well, a little overly anxious, I challenge you to first and foremost acknowledge it. It's coming from somewhere, and I'm sure you can pinpoint it very quickly. Whether you can change it or not, I know that's a different story for all of us. I know it doesn't. All of us can't really just push the button, change our work hours, but we can adjust our sleep. And I know for me, that is almost always one of them, to adjust my sleep rhythm. But my pattern has been back off to staying up late. So one, how can you change it? Could it be in adjusting your sleep pattern? Could it be in taking a day or two? Could it be in just allowing yourself space to just be a little different? Maybe just to be a little off kilter. Maybe it's a 30-minute difference or an hour difference, but still being productive, or finding a different way to approach what needs to get done. Maybe changing the time of day, the timeline, maybe getting some more hands to help you get through it quicker if you are a little slower in your pace and feeling a lot more tired than usual. But again, the point of this conversation is to make room for yourself, allow yourself grace and space to overcome the moments of fatigue and being tired. All right, I want to pause once again for the cause, and just Untan is in the building. How you doing, Untan? I want to pause and then make a moment to ask you, with those numbers, on average, we'll say a 2.5. With those numbers, first and foremost, have you acknowledged? And I mean, like, truly, I know we feel our feelings, but have we acknowledged, like, dang, I'm a little more beat down, I'm a little more tired than usual? Have you acknowledged your feelings to yourself? First question. And then second, are you still being able to meet the goals that you need? And that could be work and personal goals, or even tasks around the house. Are you are you in a space where you still been able to chip away and meet those goals? If that's a yes, kudos. If that's a no, what are some ways that we can get that no to a yes? Is it asking for help to complete the task? Is it shifting the timeline that you put on yourself? If it's on yourself, now being obligated to someone else, that's one thing. But is there a way to shift maybe that window of time to give yourself a little more wiggle room, to take some of the anxiety down and the pressure of time down? What are some ways that we can make things better that we can control for ourselves in these moments of fighting through fatigue? All right, Lena shares, it depends on the day. But in my head, hold up, I'm blending them. Let me stop walking, y'all. I'm starting to feel it. All right, so Lena shares, I'm going to put it up on the screen. It depends on the day. I was not getting rest at all for a long time. It's better, so probably at a 3. Okay, nice. So yes, you felt it, and then your adjustment was getting more rest. Excellent. And that needs to be my adjustment for sure. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, London shares. I was remixing. I was blending them. London shares yes and yes. Okay, excellent. But I'm in my head about it. LOL. I feel behind, even though I'm not in reality. Okay, so your fight is accepting that is different, and I get it, friend. I get it coming from you. But accepting that it looks a little different, but you're still meeting your goal. I can respect that. So with that, even to me understanding, there's still a little bit more work of how you get there. If you guys, if the room has some thoughts of how she can get herself beyond that, I guess the self pressure, or I guess lack of grace, definitely drop it in the comments. And I would say, just as quickly as I could think through it, it just takes practice. It just takes practice, and I know you've been on my head for maybe like three years of taking a day, which ended up starting to look like um, maybe starting the day later or taking a half of a day, and not doing anything. That's what it needed to look like for me to like be comfortable and not, judge myself. But I would encourage you to make room for more grace. And if the goal is the goal and it's hit, you're successful. So maybe the always the success is constant motion, and I know that was a reality for me. And that's a conversation I have to continue to have with myself. Um, that I don't want to be real. That continue motion equals success, because it doesn't. All right, share that for sure. Because of the seasons start to change, our bodies automatically start to alert and adjust for it. That's a fact. That is a fact, and it is 100% as if it's all on a loop. I would say for myself as well. The when we hit that fatigue or that burnout throughout the year in specific seasons every time. So that's a great point. All right, C Styles, Crystal shares. Yes, I felt it. Life goals were getting to me. I feel behind because I go harder for others, and not. Can you give me that again, Crystal? I go harder for others. I'll stop it there and let me know what I'm missing on that back end. So yes, you felt it. Life goals were getting to you, and you fell behind because you were going harder for others. No, I can understand that for sure. And that is a challenge a lot of times. Um, to put your things first or go as hard for yourself as you do for others. Even for me, I had to kind of check myself. I have an obligation to my clients, but some of the things that I was doing for my clients that had proven to be successful, it was like a aha, oh, well, why aren't you doing that for yourself? And then I started to implement it. So it is easier at times. I'm sorry, guys, that was a cool little go-kart that just rolled by. It is easier sometimes to put other things ahead of us, and then we can also get lost in it. But that would take committing to giving yourself the same amount of time. Like for me, when I go off to do a work stint, I commit to myself, depending on what that work stint, what those hours look like. I commit to myself to continue to make sure that I'm working on music and getting other things done. So it will require an intentional rhythm of this is time I'm giving to this is time I'm giving to me, and you getting into a habit of respecting that rhythm that you set out for yourself. For sure, definitely acknowledge it. Yep, first step. All right, Natalia shares. I focus on in, call the formula, don't matter. Okay, y'all making it hard for me. I'm walking in, that helps me. Wait, give it to me one more time. There we go. I focus on end goal. The formula don't matter. Okay, I got you. I love that. You focus on the end goal, and the formula doesn't always matter. That helps you. Absolutely, I love that. As long as you reach your goal, how does it matter? No, for sure. Um, I think that is great, 100%. For those who like, I'm an organized chaos girl, so I can respect those who like a certain type of structure. I respect that for sure. So it will definitely matter for them, but there is always room for a little bit of a middle ground and coming back, the other direction. So I love how you put that. Um, Not zone in for the goal I have set. I got you. Okay. Focusing on others and not zone in for the goal you've set for yourself. I feel you. All right. Thank y'all for sharing that. I'm going down this hill again, so you'll know when I'm coming back up. um, Once again, if you have just now joined us, we're just having a quick discussion about fighting fatigue. Just a check-in of where we all are personally on a rested scale from 0 to 5. On average, as a collective, we're sitting around about a 2.5, which I think is fair. Like Chevy just shared, it's fair for the season. However, it's important for us to acknowledge it as we're doing right now in this moment and figuring out ways that we can get above that personal number that we found ourselves in this moment, through just new behaviors, um, even in some instances, new thought patterns or acceptance of it's okay if it doesn't look exactly like how I planned it. Um, so that is the goal. That is the target. That is what we are doing in this moment. If you just now joined us, Natalia says, not sure how you working out and talking. You silly. Oh, I'm fighting, friend. It forces me. It's forcing me. That's why I kind of started doing it, and it also inadvertently helps me with singing when I get fatigued. So I figured, okay, I could do this and get stronger, and it'll translate. But this hill is a different one. I'm in a different place tonight, and this hill is different. Um, Chef says, Mattie, if you're wearing your vest, that hill going to get you to get. Yes. Oh, luckily, I am not at the crib, so I do not have that vest on. But yes, that would have absolutely been different. Very different. All right. Once again, before we get into the vibes, before we go, let's circle back around. Fighting the fatigue, or to fight the fatigue. My message to you tonight, once again, is fatigue may tell you to slow down, but it doesn't get to decide when you quit. Take rest when you need to, reset, then get back in the fight. Your goal still needs you to show up. So once again, the point of tonight is to acknowledge where we are on a scale of restedness, how close we are to just being tired and fatigued, but also making sure that we stay committed to our goals, our targets, and finding a way to hold ourselves accountable with some grace, with a lot of grace, mixed in with that accountability. They both can exist. And I think that helps to take the anxiety down, and hopefully the stress and the tiredness as well. I know a big one, most simple for me, like Lena mentioned, is to get my butt to bed and get more rest. I will fail tonight. But it comes, with the music singing lifestyle. But there are things that we know individually that we can point to, that we can at least tweak, maybe not control 100%, but I will encourage you to focus on that first thing and practice tweaking it. And the biggest thing, if you walk away with just one thing, is to acknowledge it and allow yourself grace. All right, let me get back in these comments. Because I tell that was me coming up the hill. Right, get ready for tour. You silly, not Matthew knows. All right, Dree shares, to fight fatigue, I've got to stop saying yes to all the things. That is a great one. Even things you wanted to do. No, saying yes too much, absolutely. Yeah, it plays a huge part. That's a great point. That's an honest point. Yeah, saying yes to everything will definitely wear you down. You're silly. Chevy shares, I've been trying to make Mattie go to sleep. So yeah, you have. Yes, you have. And and everybody else since day one too. Yes, for sure. Trying to make me go to bed at a decent hour. But it works, guys. I do good in some seasons, and that I'm in a season where it's flipped right back on its head. Not as extreme as it can get, but it's definitely flipped back for me. All right. So let's sew this thing up. Thank you for being here. First and foremost, if you're new to this space, this is Mattie Mondays. Well, we do music in different ways. And the most beautiful way is having discussions that matter to our community beyond the music, beyond the entertainment, just as people, as loved ones, as friends and family. And tonight is absolutely intended as a welfare check, just to see how everyone is feeling, where you're finding yourselves, and to come share where I am as well, and to be transparent. All right, so as I get these last few steps in, I think I'm done with that heel. We'll take the night out with a mellow little 3-piece of records. So MattieBMusic. We're gonna get into a flow. Hopefully, once again, you've been able to move around, and even if you weren't able to hop outside and get some steps in, as the record plays, you know the rules. Move your body, even if it's from your seat, but you can stand right up. You can just stand up where you are, or you can lift your arms and do a little routine as the record plays, just to get that energy and that motion going through your body. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. Laugh about to be fatigued. But it's like, this is a different type. Yes, and I truly appreciate the space. Have an amazing evening. Get up and move your body as these records play. And have a great week. Talk to me as the records play. I'm still here on the other side. I love you guys. And have an amazing week. I'm your girl, Mattie B. Let's get it. Get up and move.
Move. Trust the rhythm, trust the groove. Move. Trust the rhythm, trust the groove. Move. No concerns about nothing. waste of time. Stop holding back, kept it in, let it show outside. Like nobody's watching. Baby, it's up, should be catching the vibe. Move. Trust the rhythm, trust the groove. Move. Trust the rhythm, trust the groove. Move. Open hearts, open arms. Problemelos. Let it get close. Let the rhythm expose you. Do all the things that you want to. Do what you want to. Yeah, right. Tomorrow, and I promise that's all. Don't waste the time. Stop holding back, get it in, let it show outside. Like nobody's watching. Baby, it's up, should be catching the vibe. Move. Trust the rhythm, trust the groove. Trust the rhythm, trust the groove. Move. Trust the rhythm, trust the groove. Move. Trust the rhythm, trust the groove. Outside, taking this ride in that new thing, Look how we glide through these white lines, luxury high, time to have some good fun. Top of our class like Audis, wrapped up in luxury floating. Put it in drive, we be outside, taking this ride in that new thing, Look how we glide through these white lines, luxury high, time to have some good fun. Top of our class like Audis, wrapped up in luxury floating. We see you looking, you notice. Stay in our lane and we own it. We ain't watching nobody else. We out here cruising. We be gripping grain from the dash frame. Why they be snoozing? In our lane winning, ain't no confusion. We can switch it up. Quick start, turned up in the cockpit. Put it in drive, we be outside, taking this ride in that new thing, Look how we glide through these white lines, luxury high, time to have some good fun. Top of our class like Audis, wrapped up in luxury floating. We see you looking, you notice. Stay in our lane and we own it. Top of our class like Audis, wrapped up in luxury floating. We see you looking, you notice. Stay in our lane and we own it. We ain't slowing down, better catch up. Sun down till the sun comes. Where the crew, tell them pull up. You with us, yeah, it's all love. Mattie B in London through the speakers. Best part when the beat hit. Horsepower, old boy, call it Sea-Biz. You would think this was a kitchen, how we will. Put it in drive, we be outside, taking this ride in that new thing, Look how we glide through these white lines, luxury high, time to have some good fun. Top of our class like Audis, wrapped up in luxury floating. We see you looking, you notice. Stay in our lane and we own it. Top of our class like Audis, wrapped up in luxury floating. We see you looking, you notice. Stay in our lane and we own it. Top of our class like Audis, wrapped up in luxury floating. Look how we see you looking, you notice. Stay in our lane and we own it. Put it in drive, we be outside, taking this ride in that new thing, Look how we glide through these white lines, luxury high, time to have some good fun. Oh my, don't do this often, but when I fall in, I get focused, try to keep it light. You did you well, I fell under your spell, thinking one day I could make you mine. But I was on your side, that's just life. faster. Slow build, hit the peak, then the drop come. Moth to your fire flame, thought I got one. Overlooking madness for connection. Oh, I was so willing to give. Open up space that was sealed. I can see that you were real, but unhealed. I can see me and you build in slow motion still. It be our story to tell. Oh, I don't do this often, but when I fall in, I get focused, try to keep it light. You did you well, I fell under your spell, thinking one day I could make you mine. But I was on the side, that's just life. Love lullaby. I know I got a taste for 'em, some Tasmanians. It's lit as up, it's fun, and then the drama comes. But I don't trip, I'm a pretty safe place to land. And I keep it locked tight like a rubber band. Yeah, yeah, I let my guard down just enough, now I feel stuck. Got me wondering, did I do too much? A little fall, but I gotta shake it off. Ain't no love lost, ain't no bad blood, like pull the fast one. I can't lie, this one might have set me back some. And my feelings, how you got my eyes sweating. You good on it, made it clear I got the medicine. Don't do this often, but when I fall in, I get focused, try to keep it light. You did you well, I fell under your spell, thinking one day